This is Bombay Beach, California, a place that used to be a booming desert resort town, and today looks like a ghost town mixed with an outdoor art museum. In this video, we're going to explore the town by land, air, and burger, because we're ending this adventure at one of the most famous stops on the Salton Sea, the legendary Ski Inn. The Ski Inn is the lowest bar in the Western Hemisphere. But first, how did a place like this even happen? Bombay Beach sits on the edge of the Salton Sea, and believe it or not, this place was once a real vacation destination. Back in the 1950s and 1960s, the Salton Sea attracted tourists, fishermen, boaters, water skiers, and Bombay Beach became one of the hottest getaway spots in Southern California, sporting the likes of superstars like Marilyn Monroe and Frank Sinatra. People came out here for water sports, sunshine, weekend parties, and the dream was simple: desert paradise on the water. But then things changed. As the water rose, flooding became a real problem. Bombay Beach started to decline. The town flooded and became more deserted. And once tourism slowed down, the town went quiet. What's left today feels like a time capsule, and at the same time something totally new, because now Bombay Beach has become something else entirely. A roadside curiosity, a place where the weird is the point. Alright, welcome to Bombay Beach. Right away it feels like you're entering a movie set. Check out the Bombay Beach Drive-In. This place is amazing. There are empty lots, desert wind, faded buildings, and suddenly art. Not gallery art and not museum art. I mean giant freeform sculptures built out of whatever people could find. It's the kind of place where you can't tell if something is abandoned or if it's intentionally part of the vibe. And honestly, that's what makes it so fun to explore. Down by the water, Bombay Beach turns into a full-on sculpture park, and it feels completely unofficial, like the rules don't apply out here. You've got massive art pieces built out of driftwood, metal, tires, old furniture, airplanes, cars, and probably a few items that were never meant to survive the desert sun. Some of these sculptures are funny, some are creepy, some are strangely beautiful, but all of them feel raw. The town itself is rebuilding a new identity out of leftovers from the old one, and the contrast is wild, because you've got this huge, quiet, almost haunting landscape with art that screams, nope, we're still here. As we move back into town, it gets even more surreal. A lot of old buildings look run down at first glance, but then you realize it's not just decay, it's expression. There's graffiti everywhere, murals, messages, weird characters, and the town feels like a living canvas. And what I love about Bombay Beach is that it doesn't feel polished. It feels honest, like it knows exactly what it is, and it's not trying to be anything else. It's not Disneyland, it's not a tourist trap, it's Bombay Beach. All right, folks, well, the town of Bombay Beach is right over there. And then there's like a levee thing. I think they built that in the 70s after it flooded. Kind of ruined the town, but they built this levee. And this was probably underwater a long time ago. And you can see the Salton Sea is just out that way. And right behind me is this incredible boat structure with, interestingly, it kind of has an airplane on top of it. That's the airplane up there. Yeah, this is just a interesting boat sculpture. There is part of a boat underneath it here, it looks like. And there's the front of oh, that's a cool old car. What is that? All right, folks, we've got another car mystery. That's like a, what is that? Oh man, I'm at a loss for what that is. But anyway, I like this sign back here where they've covered up the part of the sign. It just says, conditions may exist. And then over here, we're parked right there, but you can see there's a whole bunch of sculptures here in this area. This is a sort of a free-for-all. And then Kenny and I were talking about the fact that we probably could have gotten away with camping down here last night, so something to keep in mind. Okay, looking out towards the lake there, you can see how vast it is. You can't even see the other side, it's a little bit hazy. But this is a good view of the boat sculpture up there. That's a really nice sculpture. Boat, car, and airplane all mixed together. Okay, so there's the boat over there, and then there's a table where you can hang out. Diva Station of the Sea, it says. There's an old newsstand there, remember those? And then here's a place where there's some old chairs and stuff. And that's the thing, Bombay Beach might look abandoned in parts, but it's not a ghost town. It's more like a town that reinvented itself. And if you're not familiar with this area, Bombay Beach is also close to an island, and not too far from one of the most famous off-grid places in America, Slab City. Slab City is its own universe. And this whole region around Salton Sea has the same energy, a mix of freedom, weirdness, and survival in the desert. Bombay Beach feels like a gateway into that world. And just when you think it's all art and empty streets, you find the local grocery store. It's a small stop, But it's one of those details that makes the place feel real, because people actually live out here. Hi, do you have a little restaurant or anything like that? Or?
No, it's across the street called the Ski Inn.
Oh, the Ski Inn? Is that way? Okay, thank you. Okay, so that was the store, but the Ski Inn is that place right up there, so we'll check that out. And now we're pulling up to one of the most iconic stops in Bombay Beach, the Ski Inn. And yes, this place is part bar, part restaurant, part history museum, and it's part community hub. It's packed with personality, and it's the kind of place where the walls tell stories, even before the people do. And speaking of stories, if you come here, there's a good chance you'll meet Steve Johnson, a legendary local who knows this area like the back of his hand. He's the kind of guy who could tell you what Bombay Beach used to be, what it became, and what it might turn into next. It isn't precisely known what year the Ski Inn was founded. However, my best research indicates that it was probably founded in the 1950s. The interior decor is amazing. There's so much to see in there. All right, we're ordering a burger. Howdy, sir.
Howdy.
How you doing?
Darned okay.
Good. Is that one pretty good, or?
That's the biggest chili I ever heard of.
Well, with not like.
So like, it's the girth.
Yeah, the girth. Yeah, the girth. Okay, I'll have that.
They're all good.
Yeah.
Beef dip and fries.
On one side, would you like upper right corner?
French fries. And can we order beer from you, or we do it over here? Yeah, I'll have a. What do you have on tap?
We've got Big Wave, which is a golden.
The big wave, yeah.
I'll do a big wave.
And change.
And what's the skull one? Did you say it's the skull one?
Scorpion.
Scorpion. Is there anything that's more local here? Big wave. I'll have a big wave. I'll have a big wave. Yeah, 2 big waves. Yeah.
He did a show and he was in here.
Oh, he came here?
He came here and there was a band that they bought a place out here, some band.
Tell me about it.
He came in here and did an episode.
He did one of his episodes
Yeah.
here? Like a kind of a dive bar episode?
Yeah. And the burgers were supposed to be good.
I don't care who you are, something about eating a burger in this place just hits different. Because you're not just getting lunch, you're getting the experience. This is exactly what you want after wandering around the Salton Sea. Simple, satisfying, and served with a side of desert weirdness. So that's Bombay Beach, a place that went from boom to bust, and somehow became more interesting because of it. It's part history lesson, part art experiment, and part roadside mystery. And the crazy thing is, Bombay Beach doesn't feel finished. It feels like it's still evolving. If you enjoyed this kind of weird desert exploration, hit the like button and subscribe for more adventures like this. And comment below, would you visit Bombay Beach, or is this place just a little too strange for you? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next adventure.